Welcome to the lecture 2 series of social media analytics. Under that, the topic we are going to see today is what is the characteristics of social media data. The characteristics of social media data are short form, they will say as 3 V's of big data. What are the 3 V's of a big data? Volume, velocity, and variety. Volume is a total amount of data source it produced. That is a volume of data. So, how much volume we are producing, that will be say as a volume amount or capacity of data produced every seconds. That is a volume. So the otherwise we can say as a shortest form as capacity. If I have 2 GB data, 3 GB data, that is a volume. Or 1 TB data, 2 TB data, that is a volume of data. The next one is velocity, the speed at which the big data is generated. So velocity means, so this, if you take some 20 or 30 years back, if I want to generate 1 TB of data, if I take some time, now the time is reduced. Whenever the years are increasing, to accumulate the data, the velocity is reduced, the time speed is reduced. That means fasterly they can reach the data. That is the velocity. The speed at which the big data is generated. So how much speed this data are per second. For example, the per second I am generating 1 TB data. If you imagine some 30 or 40 years back, it is not that much. Now I am generating 1 TB of data per second. When you look after 20 or 30 years back, that will be dramatically changed in the place of the velocity. What is a variety? The variety is the different types of data that consist of structured, semi-structured, unstructured, different types of data, and also audio data, video data, textual data, emojis. So variety of data are produced in the social media data. So when you take a normal database, that should consist only of textual data. When you go for this type of data, it has a variety of data and variety of data structures are involved. So how to handle this? So this is a one of the things in the characteristics of social media data, 3 V's: volume, velocity, and variety. What are the characteristics of social media data? So just take an example. So 3,50,000 tweets per minute, 6,000 tweets per second, which adds up to around 500 million tweets per day. This is some statistics. It may be taken some years back. Now it may be increased. So this is that volume. So we are going to see in a more detail about what is that volume. So this is that volume. So how many amount of data are generated per second, per minute, per day, like that. That refers to the huge amount of data generated by millions of users. Example, tweets. Based on the tweets, so we given us some statistics for you to analyze. Then post. If you take any video or Facebook content they are sharing, there they will give a lot of post. That content is a post. Then comments. For that post, they will give a comments. So a lot of user comments will be there. Then some user don't want to give a comments, they will give a likes. If someone likes that video more, they will share that. Then images and videos, that everything will come center. That is the volume. So volume of, so tweets will be a one volumes. Whatever how many posts we are posting in a social media platform per day, per minute, per second. What are the comments it's given for the existing videos, and the likes and shares. And sometimes for the video they will add some images or videos for that as a comments, that also. So platform generates a terabytes of data daily. It's making it traditional data processing techniques insufficient. So we are producing a lot of data, that also it is not in the one single format. Of different types of formats of data are produced every time. So how you are going to handle the data? That is the volume. So analyzing 1 million tweets during an election to measure a public sentiment towards a political parties. So how they are mining the public opinion based on the tweets are based on their sharing. So how many of them will like this particular party, or how many of them will like this particular party, or any deviations are there. So this is not only a politics. If you take the example of any product is launched in the market, so how they are going to find a public opinion, or how they are going to analyze the strategies. So this and all plays a vital role in this. The second V comes under velocity. So till now we discussed about a V. First V is a volume, how huge the data are produced every seconds. The next one is a velocity. It refers to the speed at which the data is generated and processed. So how speed I am generating my data, and also I have to process the data. Social media data is continuous. It is not a static data. Static means it is not continuous. It will produce, but there is no change in the data. But it is a continuous data. It is so long producing and going. It is not like once the data is given, it will stop like that. When I ask a question, you will give an answer that is stopped, not like that. It is continuously the data are generated. And also it should be a real-time data. So the example is trending hashtags on Twitter during the live events. So monitoring the tweets during a natural disaster to identify the urgent rescue needs. If, for example, if the government, all the governments are nowadays using this social media platforms to share their schemes to the people, and also people will give the queries there. So with that, they will take necessary actions. So nowadays, this and all became a more popularity in the government sites. The third V comes under the category of variety. This variety will tell you so different types of data we are going to deal. It refers to the different forms of data. One is text. It consists of posts and comments, images and videos, emojis, hashtags, URLs, network relationship, who is a follower or who is the mentions. The three V's makes the social media analytics complex but powerful and real-time decision making. So this three V's will be the one of the major challenging for the social media data: volume, velocity, and variety. These are the three. Just a comparative study what we have seen this three: volume, velocity, and variety. Volume is a huge amount of data generated daily. That is the volume. The example, if you take millions of tweets per day, hundreds of hours of YouTube video uploaded per minute. So per minute, lot of people they are uploading their video in the YouTube platform. Then velocity, the speed at which the data is created and shared. So we are producing a plenty amount of data. If you see some 20 or 30 years back, there is one news channel is there. If I want to see the news, I have to open that time. That news time we have to see that time only we can see those speed. So if that frequency is daily 2 times news we can see. Later it comes as news 24/7 like that. So only dedicated channel for news. Now social media platform even more comes in advance. So we can choose it, but that we don't have option that whatever they are showing we have to observe, we have to watch. But nowadays we have a handy in that if I am not feel this is not suits for me, I can change the channel. The same news will be presented in the different perspective angle. So with that we can have some clarity of that how they are producing this. So variety, the different types of formats of data. Text, it will be generated with the help of posts and tweets written by the user. Images, that's a Instagram post. Photos, so photos I am uploading, or in the Facebook I am uploading the photos. Images, videos, TikTok videos, normal YouTube videos, reviewer videos, influencer videos, or video blogs, videos thing. Then audio, it's a podcast, and voice notes, voice informations. This and all the things will be produced with a variety of data. The types of social media data: structured data, organized in rows and columns. It's like a normal DBMS structure. Row, columns will be there, it's fixed. Easy stored in database. Example, user ID, timestamp, who likes and who retweets. But we are saying structure like it, but there is nowhere the data will be stored like a structured data. Then second category is semi-structured data. Semi-structured is a partially organized, but it is not in the database format. There we can have who is the user, what's the text they did, how many likes for them, what is the hashtag they used. It's a partially organized. Use a tags or metadata. Example, they use a JSON or XML responses from the AI. It's a Twitter API. That's a key value pairs. So this is a types of data. That's a semi-structured data. Then third category is structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. The unstructured structured data, it is very easy to handle. Semi-structured we can a little bit handle. But when you go for a unstructured data, no predefined structure. Most challenges to analysis this type of data only. Example, text, post, comments, images, videos. A YouTube comment expressing a sarcasm or emotions with a explicit keywords. You can just see most social media analytic focus on unstructured and semi-structured. The phone camera is they given one image. It likes a heart symbol, but the battery dies so fast. So disappointed. So government should have acted earlier during this situation. So this is the some sharing from the public opinion. So how we are going to interpret this? So three types of data we have seen: structured, semi-structured, and unstructured. Structured data, it is rows and column format. It is similar to our database management system. It number of likes, it will be in a tabular column format. That is a visual representation, but in the physical, it will be stored in a different places. Semi-structured data with some organization, but not fully relational. They will use a JSON from APIs or bits with the hashtags and mentions. Unstructured, it's a data without predefined format. So we are not giving any semi-structured also, we given this structure type of thing we want. But unstructured, they will have photos, videos, audio, emojis, blog post, and captions. This everything will be there in the unstructured. So before that, we have discussed about a three V's. Now, structured, semi-structured, and unstructured types of it. So only this two little topic we have discussed now. So which of the following is an example of velocity in the social media platform? Photos, videos, and text post. Millions of tweets being posted per minute. User profile information, historical archive data, which is for this velocity. The next one, why is the variety a challenge in social media data? Data is always structured. All data is all data is numerical. Data exists in multiple formats like text, images, videos, and emojis. Data is generated very slowly. How do the three V's make the social media analytics complex? By reducing the amount of data, by limiting the data sources, by increasing a data size, speed, and delivery diversity, by making a data fully structured. Emojis used in a social media posts are considered fully structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data, and numerical data. So these are the four questions relevant to our V's and structure of data. This is the answer. Which of the following is an example of velocity in social media is millions of tweets being posted per minute. That is a velocity. Velocity means the time. Variety is difference. Data exists in multiple formats. That is a variety. How do the three V's make social media analytics complex? By increasing data size, speed, and diversity. Emojis used in social media platforms are considered unstructured data only. Okay. So that's how we come for the end for this lecture 2. Three V's. Okay. And also we have discussed about a structured, semi-structured, and unstructured data. The lecture 3 we will continue in the next session. Thank you.